just creates like what I'm not just saying gives like an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Or reality.
Alternate reality.
Alternate reality means that there's an infinite amount of
Multiverses.
It's a multiverse theory, yes.
Yeah.
Do you believe in multiverses?
There are multiple explanations.
I think so.
There are like two dominant time travel like theories. First, people say it's like time only has like one line, you can't break it. Whatever you do, it like follows along the path. Another one says whenever you time travel, you break it into a new line that's parallel to the original, and that's your parallel universe theory. So Back to the Future is the parallel universe theory. If you travel back to the future and change something,
Same
even
with the
though
Flash.
it's not really significant for you, it might like create a butterfly effect, and when you go back, everything might be like completely different.
That's exactly what in the Flash.
Yeah.
But like in Interstellar, it follows the single path
Single
theory.
one.
If you like go back in time, you're not really changing anything.
You're just.
following the script. If you're saying.
Oh, everything you do.
But the thing is, you're stuck. You're not allowed to affect it though.
Yeah, there's only one
There's
line
only-
in time. You're not breaking.
You're
it
not
up.
allowed to affect it enough.
Like think about it. He got the quotes because he put it there, but even before he put it, he had the quotes, right? That's like a complete circle. He brought him to NASA, and yeah, I can't really explain that. There's only one path in time. He doesn't create a parallel when he changes time. Yeah, it's not really changing.
Rosa got like sidetracked so quickly.
But like for even if it's like one little thing, it'll still would it still like make an entire new
Yeah.
reality? Just one
Yeah.
person dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every it's just every I mean, let's say instead of just for time traveling, do you think it's possible for every choice to have a different parallel universe? Every choice that you make has a different parallel universe.
What?
So let's say that when you go into a store and you buy vanilla ice cream, is there a different parallel universe where you chose chocolate ice cream instead, and then it just branches off from there?
What do you mean? It's just making a decision about what? Why would us doing something create an entire universe?
Again, it's here. Let's say that this is the theory of how you can live more immortally.
You can't.
Watch. So let's say that there's a 50-50 chance of this. Gotta get more markers. TA.
I got a new one.
Yeah, with the PCL. Grab some.
I went to my workplace.
Yeah. Let's say that this switch has a 50-50 chance of being turning on and causing a nuclear explosion and just remaining off.
Okay.
Yeah. So 50-50 chance. So you're right next to it. Right?
Okay.
This is you. Okay? You're right next to it. So if it goes off, you're dead. You're dead, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're
So-
actually gonna play Schrodinger's cat. Go ahead.
Okay. So after the first try, it goes to being it doesn't turn on, right? It's still off. It didn't turn on. Next try, it's still on. Next try, still on. Next try, still on. Next try, still on, and so on and so forth.
50-50. What the?
It's a 50-50 chance though.
Every single time.
Yeah, probably is fake news.
Listen. The thing is, what could have happened is that there was an infinitely different amount of.
Probability is fake.
Listen,
I got that.
there's an infinitely different amount of universes, right?
Okay.
So in each universe, you exist. But in one of them, you died, and in the other one, you existed. Alright? So you just keep. The person that keeps existing is the person that had the lowest probability of surviving.
Okay.
Since no matter how low the 50-50 chance is, 50.5 to let's say after 900 times, 900 times, there's still a possibility here, right? It's just a very small number. 1 out of like 1,000,000,000,
Yeah, so.
right? So that means out of all those trillions of tries, you're that one that's survived.
I kind of disagree with that. Yeah, this is kind of why I say like probability is fake. If you like reenact the same, you say 50-50 chance, right? If you were to do the same thing under the exact same situations, you get the same output, right? So there's no chance anymore. If you toss a coin with the like same amount of force in the same row, like in the exact same conditions, it would definitely land to the same thing it landed before. There's no chance anymore. Right?
But we don't do that, right?
Yeah, because when we flip the amount of air exposed, like our position might influence it, like how hard we flick it, all that different things factors in. But if you were to like somehow
Keep it
control,
constant.
yeah, all these factors, it would just give you a particular output. There's no chance involved. It's computation, just like
You know, TA hasn't talked much today in this discussion.
Some to freaking do everything.
Here, I'll take a video.
Actually, I do believe in the multiverse, but because like there's like a theory, huh?
comic book boy.
No, there's a theory. It's like every time you experience deja vu, it's your other person in the multiverse experienced the same.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay.
I heard about that. So.
The Flash.
Like just deja vu,
There's an
like hey, haven't I done this before? And then so that's just like a.
I mean, think about if there's an infinite number of universes, there's like you would have done everything, right? So you feel deja vu every single second.
No, because there's so many possibilities. Like everything you do, since the moment you're born.
Right.
Even the birth is a possibility. You could, instead of being born a boy, there's a different possibility that you were born a girl. So that's a different set of parallel universes.
What do you mean if you were born a girl?
What do you mean?
I don't know about you, but we're all boys here.
So, like, we still need to get back on the 50-50 chance that Rakesh was talking about. If there is no existence of 50-50 chance.
Wait, that's not Schrodinger's cat.
I think he was gonna go for that, like 50-50 chance target. I thought he was gonna say.
I was
that.
trying to get there.
Yeah,
But that's not Schrodinger's cat.
I think he just pulled off the switch thing. Right there.
Schrodinger's cat is different.
Yeah. But okay, that's the kind of stuff that makes like probability believable. So there's a cat in a box. There's like a container with poison on top of the box, and there's a switch on the container that has a 50% chance of opening or closing, right? So something happened. It executed, the switch executed, it either turned on or it did, right? So until we look, the cat
Is both alive
both alive
and
and
dead at the same time.
It doesn't collapse down to a singular reality until we open the thing. Get it? That makes sense. That's
Does that make
stuff that sort of explains parallel universe.
Did you understand it?
Yeah.
Is that different from saying that you don't know if the cat's alive or dead?
So since we don't know if it's dead or alive, it can be said to be both, right? Like both the outcomes are existing together until you open it and deny the other one. Yeah, but that's also like if you feel like thinking it common sense with common sense, it'll be like, I mean, the cat either died or not. There's like, we just don't know it yet. Our knowing doesn't affect it. That's the kind of stuff that we think, right? But there's like superposition and stuff. Two possibilities existing together.
Interesting.
So yeah, that might be like
Very.
a viable explanation for parallel universes. still, that's deep waters.
Amrit, Satish, any concluding comments?
Text us.
See, I have one problem with your probability thing is fake. The thing is, there is an even chance of me either doing this or that could have changed everything. Like he was referring to either being born a boy or a girl, right? It's not the same thing as a coin flip. Yeah, a coin flip could be flawed in the ways that you're saying. Yeah, I believe that. I would to some extent. That's true. If it's same force, same air pressure, same everything, same height that it was flipped at, same place that it lands, everything. Yeah, I think it should be the same. Right?
Even boy girl should still be the same though.
Yeah, but I feel like that should be. Wait, what do you mean? It should be
You
the same?
can't control if it's a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
In what way can you control that?
if it's the same exact,
No, that's like.
if it's the same exact chromosomes that come out, because in all, it's not that you're the one that's controlling it. It's the fact that it's already controlled.
Yeah, by your genes.
Okay,
Yourself.
okay, let's say we're doing a lab, right? We have the same set of sperms in the sample egg. The more efficient one, the better one, for simplest terms, gets to the egg and impregnates it, right?
Yeah.
So if you put the same sperm and the same sperms and the same egg under the identical situations, the same sperm should get to the egg every single time, right?
Yeah, but how does that determine if it's a girl or guy?
The
Yeah, yeah.
chromosome of the
Oh,
best sperm. Yeah.
but still, you don't know which sperm. You can't control which.
So if
No,
it's
no, no.
truly a 50-50 chance, if you repeat the same thing twice, two outcomes should
Yeah,
happen,
then it
right?
should be the same thing. If it's completely exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's everything.
So then, how come? So then, when you have more than one child, why isn't it?
Because you're not controlling it.
No, you're not that's not controlled.
No.
That's the difference between a controlled environment and non-controlled environment. No matter what we do, there's always an uncontrolled variable. In this on Earth, there's definitely an uncontrolled. Actually, anywhere in these universes.
It's not the same, like, for different children. Both the male cells and the female cells are different. And, like, minute factors that we may not even realize. Yes. Probability is something that we, like, two outcomes are possible. And for us, but like in our terms, they're both equally likely. I think that's what we call probability. But does it really exist though? Is it like a physical fact
Yeah,
or a
what you
human
call-
concept?
If everything was the same exact conditions, exact same way, everything was the same exact, then it should be the same every
Yep.
single time. But I think that's why they call it probability, because that's not possible. Like
Yeah.
it's not possible to do the
Yeah,
same
in
exact.
reality that would
You're attempting the same thing. You're doing it the same way, but you can't control how much force or what height and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like in a coin. So that's why I feel like that's the definition of probability. I don't think it's that everything has to be the same exactly. What you're doing has to be the same.
like my understanding, or maybe it's like very crude, but if an event has a 50% probability, if you do the same event twice, you should get two different outcomes, right? That's what I thought
Yeah,
probability was.
that makes sense.
Yeah, but if you're doing the exact same event with like 100% precision, it shouldn't, in physical conditions, give you different outcomes.
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that.
That is the Rosencrantz thing, right?
Rosenberg is just messing with you, like gives you too much heads, and then when he does it, gives you tails.
Which one's the goofy one? Which one's the really dumb one? Like which one's the one who thinks and which one's the dumb one?
Guildenstein thinks Rosencrantz is dumb.
Yeah.
So
Guildenstern.
you're saying
I think probably it's more like a human concept that we made up, like to explain things that are like almost equally likely, I guess. I don't know.
so you're saying if
I haven't really.
if you had two events and you did them exactly the same, 100%, then there shouldn't be a different.
Have different outcomes, yeah. Like to the coin sucks. Like in
Same.
How about choosing a number?
Huh?
How about choosing a number between 1 and 10?
I guess it depends on the person's mindset at the particular time that's being asked about biology processes. Like
No, not you choosing it. Like a machinery, it has to be random. If a person chooses it, it's not considered random.
and
What is considered a random? Like it's not would a random choosing of a number be considered probability? Like a 10%.
I don't know how a computer does it.
That has to be an exception.
Yeah, like we type in math.rand, but we don't know what's actually happening. How is the number?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Even I know about math random.
Yeah. But Miss Ward, let's go. But yeah, what's actually random there? How's the computer picking out a random number? I don't know. I haven't looked into that.
So we got from time travel into the fact that probability does not exist.
Interesting topic. I never thought about
We had
probability
this
being
topic
fake.
again.
I've
We've talked
never-
about all of this.
Really?
Yeah. Like 2 a.m.
Call me crazy.
So what did quarantine teach me?
His life is a lie.
Should we send this to Mr. Quarantine?
Yeah.
Oi, Mr. Quarantine. This is Jibby.
You're sending this one.
You guys got that part out.
If you did him
That's a really good. I really never thought about probability like that.
So what if everything, because everything is flawed in
That's
some
flawed.
little way, that that little flaw doesn't allow us to ever become perfect or predictable?
all our freaking laws and concepts are for like in human
Wait, so
terms.
what about math?
It's fake.
So,
Fake news.
But the very basic math or like
yeah, basic math. Can you not? Does that not happen? Same result every single time.
so. I mean, it's also like assuming stuff that's like reasonable for us, but if you really think about it, it's not. Like 1 + 1 is 2, right?
Right.
So two of the same things add. If you get one of the same thing and another one of the same thing, you get 2, right? But like math also states that not two things are ever perfectly identical, right? Yeah, I think that's it. No two things are ever perfectly identical. Like if you draw 2 circles, like thickness of the line or
What if a
some minor
robot
difference
draws
in
it?
yeah, it's still gonna be like some sort of a difference.
Or if a robot draws it?
Yeah.
If you look at it that microscopic way now, you can still find it.
What
I don't
about
know.
computer generated?
Yeah, computer only has a certain position. Like for us, they look identical, but like if you analyze it further, like down to the like.
Is that a fact or is that
Theory.
Okay, I just heard. I actually don't know if it's a fact or not. But like, if you think about it, that sort of makes sense. Not two things are like perfectly the same, right? Like it might be, but if you like zoom into it, there might be a little defect in.
Perhaps it's theoretical, yeah. I mean, beyond the
Things
quantum.
are not identical. 1 + 1 doesn't really make 2, right? Because one is not exactly equal to the other one. You watch Lucy? That's BS, but still.
So could you say that numbers are like more general?
I mean, it's like it's a human tool.
Everything is just a human concept.
It's giving. It has practical use for us, so we just use it.
Junhin, move closer to Rakesh.
Do you feel like everything is delivered?
Yeah, I'm questioning now.
See how much this
What if
discussion
there's a-
time
what
is
if there's
helping?
a greater truth?
That's why I went from reason.
No.
You're like God.
But numbers
Like-
are supposed to be finite.
Yeah, that's like such a relief to like believe it.
Yeah, it's just so you can make yourself feel better.
That's kind of bad thing. Yeah,
Because when you try to force it to me to believe it,
What if everything is just random and chaos at the really, really
Yeah.
microscopic level?
What if that's even a scarier possibility? Like everything is completely chaotic and random. There's no
Yeah, what if-
no rules, no laws, no order.
What
to
if
everything
life was a random phenomenon? What if it all just
by chance.
happens that doesn't really matter?
How come we still weren't able to create it then? We made it.
Exactly. It was just one in a gazillion probabilities that certain particles combine together to form intelligence. And never been
No.
able to-
Intelligence I can understand, just the fact of life, like just bacteria itself, like any sort of life. Like we weren't able to make the conditions. Okay, we created the conditions that happened at 4.6 billion years ago. We made it as exact as we can make it. We
exact as we can make it, yeah.
it was the Miller-Urey experiment, right? They did everything they could, and they still weren't able to create any form of life.
Yeah. Well, what if, like, okay, we have estimates of what the temperature was in the past, right? Let's say it was like 10.5 million, right? It might not have been precisely 10.5 million. What if life happened to a process that happened only at precisely 10.5 million? Or like whatever the temperature at that time was, but we don't know the real. Well, we have our estimates, like the way we measured things. Like accuracy, never to 100% accuracy in anything. If you think about it, because yeah, if you like
What
go
would
down to a microscopic level, what two scales are the same?
what would cause life to only be available at that certain percent?
Yeah, we don't understand it. Well, what causes a non-living thing to become a living thing? I'm saying, what if it's just there is no reason for it? It's just all happening randomly, and we are all just insignificant, random beings rambling in a random planet.
Satish, when you watch
That's
this,
not
please
upsetting.
tell me how we got from time travel to the existence of life.
But
Is that not upsetting? Like,
so you're saying, so what if we go into speed of light back to the topic? I'm bringing it back.
Good job, TA.
So can we not say two particles of speed of light are the same?